Hi everybody, and welcome to another video. So if you're new here, my name is Annie. I am a potter, and I'm also working on becoming a self-published author. My ultimate goal is to actually make pottery based off of my own books, because if you've seen any of my pottery or watched any of my videos, I do pull a lot of inspiration for my pottery from fairy tales, epics, fantasy, things like that. Books are a big part of the pottery that I create. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in the studio today. The next story collection that I'm doing, so the next big pottery collection I'm doing based off of a book, is Briar Rose / Sleeping Beauty. And so I'm actually drawing a lot of inspiration from the original Grimm fairy tale, and I tend to do that. I tend to use the original stories for my pottery, just because I think it's cool to kind of, not that there's anything wrong with the way the stories have been adapted or changed or anything like that, but I do think it is important to kind of see where it came from, to see like how it originated, to see how different it is from the newer remakes and things like that. And today, like I said, I'm going to be doing Briar Rose / Sleeping Beauty, and a lot of it is like fairy stuff. Like there's a lot in there about the fairies, both the good and the bad fairies, and so a lot of the things that I'm drawing from, the imagery and stuff, are based off of the fairies in particular. But if you're like looking at my stuff and you're like, where was that in Sleeping Beauty, just know that it's more from the original story than from remakes and redos of the story, retellings of the story. So yeah, today we finished trimming handles, things like that. Mostly what I'm going to be doing today is underglazing and carving, and just finishing off these mugs. So I am making some fairy mugs that are the good fairies, and I am also making some mugs that are the bad fairies. The tricky part is I'm kind of pushing a deadline. I am wanting this to launch by the 26th of July, and that's like 2 weeks away. And it's really hard to get mugs done in that time, but we'll see. It is a little warmer, so I'm hoping that, you know, the drying process and stuff will be a little faster than it is like in the winter, where it takes like 2 weeks for the pieces to dry. You know, a day to 3 days for it to dry, depending on how hot it is. Because I'm in an insulated but unheated and unair-conditioned studio is what it is. And basically it's my garage. And so because of that, I do have damp boxes, which kind of mitigate that and kind of help things dry slower and more evenly. But it does depend greatly on the temperature outside, the temperature in the studio, things like that. If I get the kilns going, they dry faster. So maybe I'll try to plan that so that like the bisque fire and stuff I need to do soon will coincide with the mugs getting drier.